All right, welcome to another episode of the Mod Pod. As always, I am Albert Delgado, and with me, as always, is Mr. Jose Martinez. First
Hey,
off,
it's good. It's good to be back. Took a little
it
break.
is. We took a little break, had a little breather. You know, not much was going on.
I mean, not
We,
much
we
with the Bears, that's for sure.
yeah, and we got a little bit busy. You know, we got
Yeah,
our everyday lives. It gets a little
yeah,
busy sometimes. But
yeah,
shout
for
out to
sure,
you,
man.
Jose, though, for hooking me up with some Cowboy swag. It's
It
cold
looks
enough
nice on you,
weather for
man.
us to rock it now.
Yeah,
No,
I'm glad
I like that. I put it
it
on. I was
looks good
like,
on
this
you.
is sharp.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. No, it's clean. I love it. You know, it's the vintage Lee Sport.
yeah. It's
Nice.
classic.
Looking good, feel good. Can't complain.
And I think it's time to
Oh,
let's
for
open
sure.
this up. Yeah.
Go ahead and crack some.
There's a lot of things going on right now. Today was a busy day.
It's been a busy week already. I mean,
Yeah.
we're only into what is it? It's Wednesday right now. It's been crazy. I guess the first bit of news was Jalen Smith already cut from the Packers after one outing.
Man, a classic. I mean, he's probably going to get his jersey retired, probably.
The classic whiff tackle.
Yeah.
We had a if you've seen it on Twitter, we retweeted it, but it's like a Packers fan made like a forever like in our hearts dedication tribute to him, and it's
Yeah.
that whiff tackle against what was it, Khalil Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the effort is there. You don't see that type of athleticism, you know?
true.
That's not taught. That's something that you're born with.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure Green Bay is sad to see him go, as well as, Dallas fans.
So staying on the topic of Green Bay, we got Aaron Rodgers, who's getting some backlash because of his the comment he made never really steered to him actually saying he was vaccinated. He kind of left it open-ended by saying,
Hey,
I'm immunized.
That's on the
good wordplay.
reporters. That's on the reporters.
True.
And he just moved it along. And
Yeah.
you know what? He's a grown-ass man. You're able to make your decisions in
Yeah.
life. And, shit catches up with you sometimes. And it is what it is.
That's right. Everybody will forget about it next week. It
Yeah.
is
But
what it is.
I happened to find out what he tried to pull like at the beginning of the season.
Which was
Well, he was campaigning himself to see if he can get credited with not necessarily a vaccination, but something that is as good. He was going more for like a holistic approach. And, the NFL.
He seems like the type of guy to do that.
I mean, lately, look at his fiance. He's getting that hippie
Yeah.
vibes,
Yeah, for sure.
They said that he was trying to go more of like a holistic approach.
Yeah.
The commissioner and the NFL, declined it right away. But I was able to actually get a hold of some of his at-home remedies.
Okay.
As much as, I appreciate it, these healing stones don't really cut it, This was part of his package as well.
Okay.
Gushers, I like the effort, Aaron Rodgers. Like, I commend you for it, but this we gotta put this away.
Maybe his chakra was just not realigned with the stones. I don't know how that works. Whatever flavor of Gatorade Mercury was in at the time, who knows? Who knows how that works?
Healing rocks, they work apparently. So make sure that the next full moon you go and charge these guys, and it makes you feel better about life.
You can also put the egg under your bed too. I mean that works as well.
It happens in Mexican families. Yeah, so he tried to pull a fast one or did not. I mean, apparently the Green Bay knew of his status, obviously.
Yeah.
And they let him do him as he's an adult, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. They said they're going to do a whole investigation as far as him being maskless, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Henry Ruggs, another big news. I mean, his career is done. It's in he's gone. Raiders have already parted ways with him. I'm sure everybody already knows by now. Dude was 156 miles per hour. Plus hit somebody, had the blood alcohol levels twice of what the standard's supposed to be. So he's done.
Yeah, and apparently there was a dog in that lady's car. So that's
and the dog and the lady passed, right?
Oh, and a loaded gun in his car.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's just all these strikes going on, and when you have that type of money and the resources around you, make sure that you take advantage of it. Always have like a driver present just to pick you up, drop you off. But some guys want to show off that Corvette, and power to them. But unfortunately, in this type of situation, lives were lost, and not only her life, the driver that was struck, but also his young career is done. I want to say his baby mama was in the car as well, and she also is employed by the Raiders somehow.
Oh wow, that's weird.
So that's another unfortunate situation. And he was a new dad too. So just a lot of bad news coming from the Raiders camp, and I really don't see how they could have not let him go, especially with all the heat on them already with Gruden.
True. I mean, condolences to the lady and her family. Prayers to them and healing for sure. But piece of shit of the month, piece of shit of the year, Henry Ruggs.
Oh man, hey, John Gruden was up there. And
he was
was
light years away. Yeah. Hold my beer and biggest piece of shit. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some week 8. Let's start off with your Bears. Although it was a loss, there was a lot of good that we saw from Justin Fields. The Justin Fields that actually I think we have both been wanting to see.
Yeah, especially since we weren't here to talk about the game against Tampa Bay, which really had nothing. Offensive line didn't protect them at all, and we only were able to put up 3 points. Our defense actually held up a little bit for that game, but in the end we got mollywopped. And then come to this week's game, we just see, new coaching staff with Matt Nagy being sidelined with COVID. We saw a completely different type of playbook where Justin Fields was on the move most of the game and looked pretty fantastic.
Designed run plays for Justin Fields.
Exactly.
Not scramble for my life run plays, but actually designed run plays for him.
Yeah, and the kid looked like magic. One thing that I'm still struggling to see how the whole Allen Robinson plays out in Chicago. Not exactly what I was expecting with him and Fields sharing the field. I don't see him staying in Chicago past this season.
There just seems to be no chemistry between the two. Like when it comes to him throwing to him.
Yeah.
But I think even Robinson, though, had even mentioned, I don't know if it was this week or the week prior, he had mentioned that he hasn't even gotten that much practice time with him while Fields was, before all this, actually bumping him to the start or anything like that. Like they barely got any reps together, according to what he pretty much has said.
But when you are campaigning to be an elite wide receiver, it doesn't matter.
You still got to make those catches, correct?
It doesn't matter who is throwing you the ball. I mean, look at Terry McScary. Like, doesn't matter who the quarterback is.
He's like 10 quarterbacks.
It doesn't matter.
He's a baller.
He finds a way. So, and that's the other thing, man. Our front office said that they were going to be aggressive in the offseason, which they traded up and got Fields. Perfect. They said they were going to be aggressive before the trade deadline, and crickets. I honestly thought that we were going to be unloading, some of our vets, sadly, but nothing happened. I would have probably moved on from Allen Robinson, gotten some type of
at least, or some picks for the future.
Some picks, definitely, because I think that's exactly what we're struggling with right now is that offensive line. And then this game, our defense really shit the bed. We missed Khalil Mack, and it just doesn't look good for us right now.
I don't know. I think there's still some upside though. As long as that play calling can stay the same. I mean, you would want for Matt Nagy to be quarantined for the rest of the season away from the team because it looks like he is pretty much Fields' kryptonite.
Yeah.
But hopefully he gets it through his head that his play calling, his way of doing everything just wasn't right for the kid. And you're now seeing 2 separate times that you've been away with him that this kid can shine.
I mean, that touchdown,
everybody else is giving him.
That touchdown scramble, like he was dead to rights as soon as the play popped off, and he spun out.
He made people miss. He was just plenty of ankles were broken on that play. I mean, I thought, that was fun to watch.
I thought we were winning the game at that moment, and then we missed the extra point, and it all went downhill from there in classic Bears fashion. Heartache
this has not been a good year for kickers, man.
Heartache and disappointment is just my just the way I feel with the Bears right now. I started on a high note, and then I'm here. Now we just figure out what happens for the rest of the season.
I mean, you guys are 3-5. There's still plenty of time, still plenty of game left in the season. Things can still go right.
Yeah. Let's see. I need Aaron Rodgers to miss like 3 games.
Well, I mean, Kansas City will do us a favor if, they should beat Jordan Love and the Packers.
The key word is should. But
Mahomes has not been looking good this season.
But, with Jordan Love probably practicing with the second string defense, he's probably going to have that same type of defense with the Kansas City Chiefs, who are trash right now. They were lucky that they were able to win this past game.
It just hasn't been the same since, Jackson Mahomes' little brother danced on Sean Taylor's memorial deal. Just hasn't been the same since he has a Sean Taylor curse. I'm calling it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just terrible. He needs to go talk to Aaron Rodgers and see how he can, get rid of that family.
Yeah, just disown yourself. Just do the Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I don't even talk to my brother. Yeah, everything like that. Hey, I wouldn't blame him. But biggest takeaway: Justin Fields' his play. He's getting better and better each week. The end zone pass to Jesse James.
Yeah.
The rollout where he rolled out left through. There's nowhere else you could throw the ball. Perfect, and it was on the run too.
Yeah. You could see the progression that he has from week to week. Yeah. Now we just need the defense and the offense to just play one solid game, right? And then we'll see what happens. It's this week we have the Steelers. It's a very beatable team. So, but again, we have to play as a whole. We can't just have one side of the ball stronger than the other.
Has there been anything besides just being on track for Montgomery? Is there any other expected timeline? I don't think they've released anything, right?
They haven't.
It's just kind of he's
for
just
some
on
reason
track
the Bears
for
have been
whatever.
They've been super secretive with everything. Yeah. Matt Nagy didn't even want to disclose where he was doing his Zoom from. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know. I like Herbert. He's got that. He's got that burst to him, but I just don't think he has that same ball carrier vision as Montgomery does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you brought him up because he's creeping up on Zeke, and I'm not dead in the water in our fucking.
He's getting up there. I mean, he's getting up there. Yeah.
In 81 carries, he has 351 yards. Zeke 118, 571. So I'm not. I mean, one good game, right back in the mix. So
one good 150-yard game.
Hey, it could happen.
It's possible. I mean,
it can happen.
It's very possible. But no, I think you guys got a lot of good upside being 3-5. Still a long season this year.
Yeah, look, I wasn't expecting to go to the Super Bowl or anything like that.
Yeah,
maybe make the playoffs, but seeing the progression, and I wish Fields would have started a little bit earlier or gotten the first team reps in the offseason. Could have maybe had his progression started a little bit faster, but I see the upside. We're a few pieces away from actually dominating the NFC North because Kirk Cousins is trash, and I don't care what people say.
Yeah, so speaking of Kirk Cousins, let's go ahead and jump into Cowboys and Vikings. Primetime football, Sunday night. Hey, Cooper Rush, baby.
Hey,
Cooper
thank
Rush.
you.
Rush
thank
hour.
You for that.
Let's get it.
Yeah, no, man, that was a fantastic game.
It was started slow. I mean, it took some time for him to get out there. I mean, the guy hasn't had any reps with any of the starters, of course. Took some time to mesh. It didn't look well at the second. By the second half, I was already tweeting. I was like, maybe we should see what real Greer looks like. We have nothing to lose at this point.
As you hit enter, he
bombs it
for a touchdown.
Bombs it for a touchdown to the one guy that he's probably had practice time with, Cedric Wilson.
Yeah.
And that instantly just shut me up. I was like, all right, keep a rush hour in there. Let's make it happen. And he does. I mean, hey.
I was just kidding.
Just kidding. I couldn't. You can't edit tweets on Twitter. I mean, it's out there. It's out there forever. But big stat, 8-17 is Kirk Cousins' primetime career. He's just not that guy.
He's not that guy.
He's never going to be that guy. I think that would have been a perfect, you're not that guy, pal, to have that come in. That would have been perfect. No, but Cooper Rush 1-0 in primetime games.
Hey, and just seeing his parents,
how happy they were, man. Yeah,
bro. Like, it doesn't get better than that. And
it was seeing that, and then Dak run down the tunnel and congratulate him on the win.
I was like, whoa, hey, relax your calf.
Yeah, right. Yo,
relax.
Bro, chillax. Hey, like, you exerted enough in warm-ups, apparently. Like,
hey,
come on, bro.
Don't just put the boosters on that quick, man. Just remember, you got to, ease your way back. Ease your way back.
I mean, as a Vikings fan, if I was watching that game, I would be pissed. I mean, especially how slow that game started for the Cowboys. Like, they should have easily ran up the score.
For sure.
And then you have all these weapons on the offense for the Vikings, and they're not utilizing anyone.
Yeah, it was a weird game.
It was a weird. Vikings are just a weird team to watch.
How much do you think?
They're supposed to be fun, but they don't look it.
How much do you think Vegas lost?
Oh, probably shitload. They had what, plus 300 for the Vikings? Or was Cowboys at minus 300?
Well, as soon as they, they found out about Dak, it looks like they knew about Dak a little bit earlier than everyone else did.
Right.
Because that line moved real quick. But yikes. I love it because, especially like the people that follow me on Twitter, there's a couple of Vikings fans in there, and they were campaigning for Kirk Cousins' MVP run. And
yeah, not like that.
He's not that guy.
He's not. He
never
never
been
will
that
be.
guy.
He never have been.
No. He got the bag. He fleeced y'all.
Been bamboozled. Hoodwinked.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
No, I mean, it's a good game. Mark Cooper,
no, the defense too.
Yeah. No interceptions for Diggs. I mean, but they were hardly thrown that way, to be honest. But Micah Parsons, after a few weeks of kind of being a little quiet since switching him back to linebacker from an edge rusher, which I don't know, as an edge rusher, he actually was making more things happen than that.
Maybe he needs to go back.
That's what I'm. But then you have Randy Gregory, who's been playing really good these past couple weeks as well. So,
for sure.
Who knows? Maybe in situations
made a couple
they
big
mix
plays.
it up. I mean, my deal was just go back to Kellen Moore. I mean, they knew it was going to be a hard time for him to move the ball. Cooper Rush, they knew it was going to take some time. I'll go for it.
Future Chicago Bear head coach. Just saying.
Anyways,
out there.
What I liked about it is the game plan he had. They used a jumbo package. You saw some of the tackles in the backfield with them acting as fullbacks back there. And offensive mind, man. I mean, kid's a stud. He is. And if he can make Cooper Rush look nice, imagine what he could do with a Maserati called Justin Fields. Just imagine. I hope that never. You know what? I wouldn't be mad if it happens, but I mean, I would be mad, but I wouldn't be too mad if it's the Bears. At least I'd be okay with that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The kid knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's thinking outside the box with some of these plays, and he plays to their qualities. So that's all you would want in a coach, in my eyes. Is don't come in thinking like this is what my offense is. Use what's in front of you, and he took advantage of that, and he beat a playoff contender team. Yeah. So y'all didn't have to win that game, and y'all would still be okay. But the fact that y'all got that win, that's like icing on the cake.
Yeah, for sure. Last takeaway, the pass by Cedric Wilson. It's actually a damn good pass. I mean, on the run, and he just threw a dime to CeeDee Lamb. And then, Harrison Smith kind of choking out Lamb at the end of that play.
Yeah.
Not gonna get fined for it, whatever. It happens. Ref is 3 feet away from seeing it. No flag thrown, but yet any little push and shove the Cowboys were doing all that night, automatic 15-yard penalty.
Right.
But they still got the dub, so we'll move on from that. So let's go to some fantasy updates. I got mollywopped in one of our 2 leagues. Jose team beat. I have no running backs. First off, my team got shat all over.
Sounds like excuses.
It's not excuses. I'm just saying this is what happened.
I almost beat you. I almost beat you by like 100 points.
Okay, bro, chill. You don't have to get all the details like that.
Mark.
You can just say you beat me. Just be humble about it.
No,
just
everyone
be humble.
Needs to hear this.
Wow.
No. I'm number one in the league, and I just need to destroy everybody. And I don't even know how I'm doing it because I don't know. I just want to.
I need Christian McCaffrey back is what I need.
Well, I think he's coming back.
Supposedly, who knows?
They moved him off the IR, and he's practicing. He has points up right now.
Everybody has taken all the good handcuffs already. That's what I hated about it. I went to the waivers, and I was just like, there's nobody there. But I am picking up on all my leagues. My boy is back. Adrian Peterson. Let's get it. The king is back.
Hey, he looked good in that jersey too.
Hey, bro, he's gonna look good. He's gonna look clean in the Titans jersey. I can't wait for that. I hope he also rocks the dark visor too. That's just like that's just coldness factor.
You think he starts? Well, not starts, but you think he plays a couple?
I think he's got to. I mean, the fact that they already put him in the workout and they were already good on. The fact that they already reached out to him, there was already something going on there. Somebody knows something about him in that clubhouse.
Yeah.
So obviously they felt comfortable enough to give him a call, fresh off the couch. See what he's got left in the engine.
Speaking of fresh off the couch, Blake Bortles.
Oh yeah, he's getting flown out.
Yeah, when he got the ring, he was apparently playing golf, about to hit a double bogey, and was like, "Oh yeah, I guess I'll throw some interceptions."
And was chugging back like 5 seltzers, probably.
Yeah, for sure. But gotta love Blake Bortles.
Hey, get some Bortles action. We'll see what happens.
Don't pick him up, guys. Don't pick him up. Don't do it.
That's it for fantasy. Just quick little updates. Let's jump into Week 9 preview. Let's go back to the Bears. You guys are going to be playing against
Steelers. Monday Night Football. And I was hoping that we were going to have the Peyton and Eli cast for that game just so they can destroy, Matt Nagy's play calling. But they're taking a bye week, unfortunately. I really like their cast.
Yeah, it's very entertaining.
It's fun. Marshawn Lynch was on not this past Monday, but the previous Monday, and
they had apologized for him cussing.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
They do good with that, man. It's very entertaining. I hope they just make that like a shtick, or like they get other quarterbacks that have been retired or other players have been retired just to cast.
Yeah,
that at least like are going to be vocal and give you that like. That feedback and that knowledge as far as like what's going on and breaking it down, like the Tony Romo-esque, commentation.
Yeah, Eli just kills Peyton the whole time, either just clowning on him, and it's fantastic. It's just that brotherly love, and they have that. I don't know what to say. Like, since they've done so well in the NFL, they can get whoever they want on the show. Like, they get the most random people there. So I like it. I think it's different because some of the announcers on Monday Night Football kind of suck and it's a little boring at times. And at least here, we hear them joking around, have some fun. So
Steelers, how are you going into this game? It's a away game for you guys, right?
Yeah, it's in Pittsburgh. So I don't know, man. The last couple of primetime games we just get stomped. So hopefully we have a little bit of momentum based off of the play calling, and the successful play calling that we saw on Sunday. We do the same, but the only caveat is our defense shows up because although Big Ben is always banged up, I mean, they could run it down our throats.
They've been playing ugly football though. Steelers have been playing very ugly football. I don't know. I think that's going to be key for the Bears is going to be defense, having, everybody available there. And I think it's going to have to be a big game by the defense. And I think, if they stick to what they're doing with Fields with the current playbook from last week, I think they can eke out a win. I think they can get it here. I think this could be potentially a good, momentum swing for them for this game if they get a dub here. And I can honestly see getting a dub, especially with how much the Steelers as a whole just look struggle. It's their defense that's keeping them in these games.
Yeah. And as far as the Bears, like the season, like you said, the season's not lost. We only, as far as like division rivals, we've only lost to Green Bay, and we have yet to play, or we beat the Lions already. So we haven't played Minnesota yet, and we still have to play, everyone else one more time. But I mean, if Green Bay can lose a couple games, might have a shot.
Yeah.
Might have a shot. So that's the only thing I look forward to. That fantasy football.
I mean, hey, y'all even beat the Bengals to start off. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. We beat some like tough teams, and just not happening right now.
It's just like you said. It just goes back to having the offense and defense both got to mesh together. I mean, you can't have one carry the other. That team's just not built for that right now. They just both have to be on point.
Right.
All right, so let's move to the Cowboys. We get a little bit of a favor via the Rams. thanks to Von Miller being traded to the Rams, whose defense is now going to be beefed up to God knows what possible is going to happen.
On steroids, bro.
I think what happened is because Penny Sewell punked Aaron Donald in that matchup, and they're just you know what? Maybe we actually do need some help. Maybe Donald just can't get it done by himself. You know, I think that might have been the trigger effect.
How do they still have picks?
They don't. They have. I saw a tweet. I think it was maybe PMT a tweet. It was like Sean McVay's just like lying about what picks he has. Like it's just just like a backlog of like IOU picks.
I don't know what's going on. But the rest of the NFL needs to like jump on that type of action.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, that's what it is. I mean, because you get these picks, you get first rounders. Sometimes they don't pan out. I mean, it's not like a high percentage of guaranteed first rounders are going to be good.
Right.
So, you know, maybe it's just, I mean, McVay actually has the stones to like get rid of his picks. Just like, I don't need draft picks. I mean, half of their defense is made up of a lot of no-name guys, to be honest. Besides a few that stand out, there's a lot of guys that just constantly are getting playing time, but are not big household names, but they're still making plays, still making things happen, still making the games competitive. Yeah. So, you know, maybe that needs to be the formula. Maybe picks are now considered to be overrated, and just in certain spots, you got to take them here. So who knows? I mean, it'd be interesting to see if teams start taking that the McVay method.
They should.
But for the Cowboys Broncos game Sunday afternoon, I mean, it should just be an easy tune-up game for them. Broncos are in rebuild mode. I don't see anything beyond that, to be honest. I mean, you could, if you even want to give Dak another rest day, maybe this would even be the better game to do it at.
That's what I'm saying. With how good Rush played, might be a good chance to, you know, give him a little bit of extra rest.
Yeah.
Have Cooper Rush handle the light work.
Depends on how he looks. I mean, maybe you want to still get him in there just so he doesn't get rusty for what's to come. But I mean, if his ankle's still bothering him, then yeah, you feel comfortable with Rush with the way he looked against the Vikings, which is a better team defensive wise versus what's now left with the Broncos. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think that should be just, again, an easy tune-up game for the Cowboys. After that week, though, I'm excited to be at the Falcons and Cowboys game. So
it's going to be dope.
It's going to be dope. I mean, sadly, Falcons are going to be another favor done to us. Homie's taking a whole mental – it's kind of ominous how he did the letter. Like, did he walk away just for the season, or did he state that he's Calvin Ridley, by the way, or did he state that he's walking away for from football itself?
No, he just said, I'm going to step away from football. He didn't say for how long.
Yeah, it's like there
was nothing on there other than,
I mean, whatever's going on with him, I mean, crazy.
I mean, it was just weird that he just didn't.
Yeah. Well, and he's taken himself out of multiple games now, I believe. Like he's used personal days is what I was reading up on. A few weeks prior, he had taken personal days or considered it personal time off from there. Yeah. Like there was no illness or anything. So whatever's going on with him, hopefully it's nothing too big. But yeah, hope the kid gets better. Other than that, man,
can do your picks?
Yeah. Oh yeah, picks. Week 9 picks. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Let's see. You sent it to me. I have it right here. Boom. So let's start off with Thursday Night Football. The New York Jets, who are coming off a big win against the Bengals. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk?
Hey, 400 yards. This kid just showed up out of nowhere.
Ex-Cowboys quarterback Mike White. Looking nice. He looked nice out there, man.
Man.
I mean, he was making things happen. So who knows? Anything is possible in this game. They do have a tough, scrappy Indianapolis team that they're going to be at home at. They're in Indy. So who are you taking here?
I'm going to put my money on this kid. I'm going Jets. Okay. Going back to back.
Mike White time. Okay. I'm going to go Indy here. I like Indy at home. Carson Wentz is actually not playing bad football. I mean,
and as far as the record goes, 55-63, you're up.
Okay, so you've actually closed the gap
by 1. Yeah, just.
All right,
we're not going to talk about that.
At least I'm winning at that. May not be fantasy football, but I'm getting the Pickems. All right, then you got Cleveland, who is in a hostility mode with OBJ not being a part of the team. His
he
dad
said that
sending out videos.
The GM said, as of right now, we're considering him not part of the team.
Yeah, just why not trade him?
They should have
before the deadline, you idiots.
Well, the thing is, no one wanted to pick him up. So I honestly feel like he's going to be put on waivers very soon. And then I don't know who's on top of the waiver wire or who wants to pick up all that money.
Yeah.
Like the next 2 years wouldn't be guaranteed, but they're
if the Giants picked him up, that'd be hilarious. I mean, not going to happen, but that'd be hilarious. All right, so Cleveland at Cincinnati. I got to take Cincinnati here at home.
Same.
Then we got Denver at Dallas. Of course, that should be an easy one.
No
Dallas
brainer.
here.
Yeah.
We got Houston at Miami. Possible Tua revenge game because of all the smack that's been going on, all the disrespect, the conversations behind the doors of trying to get Deshaun Watson possibly over there. I'm going to go Miami here.
I'm going Houston.
All right. Then we got Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans now without Jameis Winston towards ACL.
Poor guy.
I don't know, but then you guys still got Matt Ryan. Just now they have no Calvin Ridley. I mean, they just have like Russell Gage. They got the tight end who really isn't too consistent. I don't know. Actually, I think I still like New Orleans here at home.
I do too.
I like Nola.
Yep.
The defense is still pretty stout. Then you got Raiders at Giants. Now
this is my upset game.
You're gonna go Giants here?
Yeah, this is my upset.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I think I can see that happening, but I'm gonna still go Raiders here because even though they've lost Ruggs, it's not like he was really doing anything impactful for them. He was just that home run that always like 30% hit. So I'm gonna go Raiders here.
All right.
Then you have New England at Carolina. What do we do with the Panthers? I mean, if McCaffrey's there, they get a boost. They do. Like that.
Right.
It's pretty much is the Christian McCaffrey Panthers. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go New England here.
Same.
Then you got Buffalo at Jacksonville.
This
should be a no-brainer. Should be Buffalo.
Watch Jacksonville pull off an upset. I'd be pissed.
I mean, shaky start last week for Buffalo, but let's see what happens. Just put Cole Beasley back in the mix, guys. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
And then let's see, Minnesota at Baltimore. Baltimore should be a cakewalk for them. They should just straight up thrash this team.
I'm with you.
But it is also not a primetime game, so maybe there is hope for Kirk Cousins.
He doesn't do good in the lights, man.
True, he doesn't. And then you got Chargers at Philly. Philly's looking a little bit scrappy. They look like they're going to be that team that can upset some of these games, but I'm going to go Chargers here, though.
I have to go. There's no way I'm going to make up any ground, but I can't miss. I can't miss. So I'm with the Chargers as well. And then the upset here would be Green Bay winning on this next one.
Truly, I mean, upset here would be Green Bay at Kansas City.
Man, watch Jordan Love win.
I mean, I haven't done my upset right for this one.
No.
So I'm going to take this one. I'll do the Green Bay upset. You can have what should be the easy win here and have Kansas City. But I mean, Kansas City really isn't playing good football right now.
I know, and they're still winning some of these games, which is like some people have all the luck,
And they got Leon Sandcastle, aka fake Frank Gore, in the backfield now for them. So who knows, man? Then you got Arizona at San Francisco. Should be a bounce back game for Arizona.
Yeah, I'm going with Arizona too.
Then we got Tennessee at the Rams. We're going to see the new and improved Rams defense with just one name, Von Miller. So now you have Von Miller, you have Aaron Donald on two opposite sides.
They're a juggernaut right now, man.
Yeah. And especially you got, Tennessee losing their actual main offensive piece in Derrick Henry, who is going to share those 35 attempts. Hopefully they go to Adrian Peterson. He's no Derrick Henry, of course. Those years are gone.
Yeah.
But
hey, he still has those legs, man. He had some big plays.
I mean, they're still fresh. They're still fresh. He's essentially had, a couple years off. Beat his kid. He had a full year off after that. So it happens. To each their own. How you discipline your child. Just don't do it in the eyes of others.
Discipline his kid, not beat his kid.
Sorry, discipline. Discipline.
When you're from the South, people act different.
Yeah. It's not like up in New York where kids' parents are suing them because they took away their Xbox. It's different here, guys.
See, yeah,
right?
They have manners.
So, are we both going Rams here?
Yeah, we're going Rams.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Tennessee here too.
All right, he's just giving me. He's giving me fucking points, but I don't.
Nah, watch. This is gonna be the game. This is gonna be the game where it happens.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
Then we got some Monday night primetime football. Chicago at the Steelers. We're both going Chicago here, folks. No surprise.
Yeah, and sometimes like I don't like these primetime games because I don't like the whole world seeing how bad we play sometimes. So that's my only thing. Yeah. I get more text messages on primetime games than I do, during these other games because a lot of people don't have NFL ticket. So, going Chicago, it's happening.
If there's ever a time that we need to witness the biggest Justin Fields game, Monday night would be the best time to put the world on watch.
Showcase. Yeah, I like it.
And I'm hoping for it. I think it's going to happen.
For sure.
So that wraps up this episode.
It's good. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm still expecting some more craziness to happen over the weekend, especially with all this road going around with everybody. Saquon got it. I don't
know what they were doing at that Green Bay Halloween party, but somebody was swapping spit. It's the only way that happens.
Hopefully Kyler Murray was around AJ Green and doesn't play on Sunday because I'm playing a couple people that have Kyler Murray on their roster, and it would be nice for them to not play.
Did AJ Green really get it, or does he just not want to show his face after what happened in that loss?
Man, that's a theory. Huh? That's a theory right there. He's like, you know what? Someone cough on me. I can't show my face next week.
AJ, the mental health thing, that's viable right now. You can play that card if you want to, AJ. Perfect time. Fuck. Nobody would blame you.
That's perfect.
Nobody would blame you.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
All right, well, that wraps up this episode. Jose, as always, your go-to, my guy.
It was good to see you, man. I missed you. We need to hang out.
For sure.
Hit that shit, both of you.
And I'm late on it, but here...